Okay, here we are at our Harbor Freight 3500 watt generator control panel on the side, and the first thing we need to do is take the side panel off. So, all right, now our side panel's off. Now, I'm going to reposition the camera and I'll show you where the carburetor is. All right, here we go into the business end of it. Your carburetor and your carburetor drain screw is right here. It's got a little piece of blue tape on it. I guess that's way from the factory to show you where it is, but you'll notice that there's a couple of tubes running down each side. Those actually come out the bottom, and those are your carburetor drain tubes. So we're going to stick just a little piece of, just an old little plate. This is just an old Frisbee, and only about an ounce of gas is going to come out of the carburetor. You know, it's not going to come flushing through, because when you turn the main throttle switch off, it actually turns the gas off. So there's still a little bit of gas in the float bowl. You can see the float bowl carburetor right here. Okay, you can see our drain screw right there. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pause this, reposition the camera, show you how we drain the gas. Okay, I'm pretty sure that you can see our carburetor float bowl right here. There's our float bowl. Here's our drain screw. And you can clearly see that it's a regular screw. So all you need to do is get yourself a screwdriver. I got a long screwdriver. Put it in there like that. Turn it counterclockwise, and you'll let the gas out. I don't know if you'll be able to see it run down the tubes, but it will. So you just give it a couple of turns. Do not back it all the way out. And the gasoline is running out of the carburetor float bowl at the bottom. And it drained maybe about an ounce or so. I just let it sit there and let it drain out. Now, you have successfully drained the float bowl of the carburetor by turning this set screw. The only problem is you have to take off the side plate every time you want to do it. Now when the gas is done draining, we just tighten it back up and just snug up our screw. Remember, this is a float bowl screw, so you don't have to torque it on there. And that's all there is to it. Remember to drain the float bowl of that carburetor with the set screw, and that'll eliminate a lot of problems in the operation of this generator. I know it's a pain in the ass because you got to take the side plate off of it. I've heard of some people's generators that when you turn it to off, it continues to run for 20 or 30 seconds and just run it out itself. Maybe Harbor Freight or maybe the manufacturer has made that change. If it has, great. You're halfway ahead of the game. So, but if it doesn't, here's the easy way. That set screw right there drains that float bowl. Remember to do it if you're going to have it sit for an extended period of time, and you won't have any problems. So let's go back up and to the workbench and wrap this up. Okay, so that's how to easily and quickly drain the float bowl of your Harbor Freight 3500 watt inverter generator. And let me tell you, this little exercise goes a long way toward the long-term successful operation of this unit. I've been having no problems with mine whatsoever. Every time I go out and I hit the start button, it fires right up because I take care of my generator. I check the plug, I change the oil, I drain the float bowl of the carburetor. Now I know that this is not a Honda. I never said it was a Honda. I never said it was going to beat a Honda. I never said it was going to last as long or longer than a Honda. But if you take care of this generator, you can have a lot of trouble-free use out of it. And for the price, you just can't beat it. So, there's no problem using ethanol gas. I like non-ethanol. But if you're going to store it, use this one little important trick and drain the float bowl of the carburetor, and you won't be sorry. So, once again, this is Matt, the old Florida boy, saying happy Thanksgiving to everybody in 2018, and I will see you next time.